Let yourself unwind. Feel the gentle stillness around you. Breathe in softly and breathe out slowly. Our story today begins at the edge of a quiet medieval village, where time moves as slowly as candlelight. In the heart of that village sits a little clockmaker's shop, warm, wooden, and scented with wax and oil. Inside, a single candle burns tall on the workbench, its flame flickering lightly, casting dancing shadows across clocks paused in silent reverie. The clockmaker, called Rowan, leans in close, adjusting a tiny gear with soft, deliberate care. Each click of his tools is slow, rhythmic, a comforting heartbeat in the hush of evening. Medieval clockmakers once measured time not just by hours, but by the melting length of candles. They would tie a thread into the wax, and when the thread dropped, they knew the hour had passed. Imagine Rowan gently lifting the candle, thin tendrils of smoke curling as he tests it, watching the golden flame glow against his chisels and wheels. Feel the warmth from the candle in the room, the air whispering around soft wood and polished brass. Tap goes a small hammer, click goes a delicate gear, and beneath it all, the candle burns, slow and steady, a living clock, a lullaby of wax and wick. As you breathe in and out, you feel a sweet calm settle in your chest. Each sound draws you deeper into comfort. Each pause invites you to rest a little more. Rowan sets the gear in place. He steps back and breathes in the room's soft scent-honeyed wax, rosewood oil, and warm metal. He lights a second, smaller candle on the shelf, this one with faint lavender burned into its wax, a calming blend used by medieval apothecaries to soothe restless minds. Let your focus drift to the lavender candle, its flame a tiny dancer. The soft scent drifts, touching your senses, inviting your thoughts to slow, to drift like autumn leaves in sleep's breeze. He picks up an iron pendulum, aged, smooth, and cool to the touch. Carefully he oils its pivot point. In medieval towers, weights and pendulums were sometimes made of wrought iron or stone, supplied by villagers who brought their own river stones to be polished for purpose. As Rowan whispers to the pendulum, steady, smooth, gentle, you can imagine how it once swung in a tall church tower, counting seconds for villagers below, guiding them through prayer, work, and rest. Picture the pendulum's swing in slow motion now, back and forth, matching your own breath, rolling in, rolling out. Soft, prolonged, Rowan returns to the candle clock on his bench. It's a clever device, a candle with measured markings, placed above a winding key. As the candle burns down, gravity pulls a thread that turns the key, moving hands on a tiny clock face, a simple, elegant measure of time and patience. He watches the candle melt, his eyes soft. You watch, too. Each drop of wax falling into the tray below is like a tiny moment, released, gone, but part of the whole evening. Tap, drop, pause, inhale, exhale. You feel yourself swirl gently around this rhythm, tucked inside its comforting order. Rowan hums, softly, no words, only a gentle hum that vibrates slightly through the air. It reminds him of wind in ancient tower bells, or the soft murmur of dawn prayers. Medieval craftsmen sometimes hummed to steady their hands and hearts. Let Rowan's hum guide you deeper into ease. Let your muscles rest around those hums. The candle clock's flame flickers lower. The room grows even quieter, except for two sounds: the soft tapping of flame on the wick, and your heartbeat, pulsing in calm harmony. Rowan takes a breath, and you take one with him. In and out. Pause and listen. He paces slowly to the shelf where rolled parchments lie, sketches of cogs, gears, and winding mechanisms. He unrolls one, a diagram for a miniature sundial hidden inside a metal sphere. These portable sundials were made in the Middle Ages for traveling scholars. Rowan often includes their design in his clocks as a nod to ancient wisdom and wandering dreams. He traces the lines with a steady finger. The parchment crackles softly like old leaves underfoot. The sound drifts to you, and you welcome it. Each movement deeper, each crackle softer. Rowan rolls parchment back. He turns and strides to another candle, this one scented with pine and smoke. He lifts it, trimming the wick. The flame jumps, then settles, steadying again. Candle care was essential to medieval workshops. A trimmed wick gave a clean, calm light, free of crackle. Close your eyes, if you'd like. Listen to that single flicker. Like a tiny heartbeat within the flame, relax around it, envelop your thoughts in its warmth. He returns to his bench and gently places the pendulum alongside the gear train. He brings his soft voice forward in a whisper. Now we set the hour. Each tick, each tock, each flame, counting out our dreams. And you breathe with him, tick-tock, tick-tock. Each breath like a sound, each sound like a cradle. The candle clock's wax dips lower, inching toward the next mark. Rohan watches, waiting, patient. In that moment, your mind drifts along the same edge, tethered but free, grounded but weightless. He clicks a small gear into place. In response, a tiny hand on a clock face shifts forward. Just enough. A small, perfect moment. He breathes. You breathe. He smiles. You feel safe. Rohan moves to the window now and cracks it open slightly. A night breeze drifts in cool, crisp. Leaves rustle gently in the courtyard beyond. It's the kind of breeze that carries stories, echoes of ancient dreams, of time flowing like water through our lives. Allow that breeze to brush against your cheeks. Feel its coolness on your arms. Blend it with the candle's warmth at your back. Balanced, held, ready to drift. He closes the window. The rustle softens, shifting to a distant hum. Inside, all is calm, again except for steady rhythms. Candles breathing, clocks counting. Rowan sits back, rubbing his eyes, stretching shoulders. The workshop, too, stretches into evening rest. Tools, rest, gears, sleep, candles, burn low. Everything gathers quiet. And you're drifting deeper, embraced by dim light and gentle sounds. He leans forward, eyes closing. His breath slows. The candle clock creaks, softly minute by minute. Flame to wax. Tonight, time is kind. Time is slow. Time is a friend who rocks your cradle. And so does sleep. Your eyes grow heavy. Your mind softens. Your body relaxes. Because here, in this medieval, candlelit workshop, time melts into dreams. And you are safe, held, guided into rest. And as Rohan leans back in his wooden chair, the soft creak of its joints joins the quiet chorus of the night. Not sharp, not jarring, just an old wood sighing into the hush. He places his palms on his lap and closes his eyes for just a moment. You, too, can let your shoulders drop now. Let your body settle into the warmth beneath your blankets, your head sinking further into the pillow. Everything in this moment is inviting you deeper. The candlelight flickers once more, this time in rhythm with your breath. Soft inhale, slow exhale, steady flame, safe night. The clockmaker thinks of time not as hours and minutes, but as moments, the way candlelight leans against stone walls, the way a pendulum seems to pause for just a blink between each swing, the hush between a breath and a word. These are the true ticks of the world, he believes, and tonight he's found many of them. Rowan glances at the bell jar where his most delicate clock rests, a miniature tower with 4 dials, each tracking a different cycle: moonrise, prayer hours, market bells, and sleep. The sleep dial is lit by the candle's edge. Now, a little bronze figure, a monk, with a scroll leans against it, marking the approach of midnight. This clock was made for dreaming. Let's step inside Rowan's mind for a moment, see how he thinks. When he was younger, he believed each person had their own candle of time burning inside them. Some were fast-burning, brilliant and bright. Others, like his, glowed long and steady. And just like real candles, some flickered in the wind, some melted quickly, but all gave warmth. Tonight, he imagines your candle, too lit gently within your chest, glowing golden orange. A calm flame, steady, not rushed. This flame doesn't burn you, it soothes you. It warms your ribs, your shoulders, your belly. It melts the stiffness from your muscles and invites peace to stretch into every corner of your body. Outside the shop, the village is still. Only the trees move, rustling like whispers as the wind passes through them. Somewhere nearby, a wooden sign swings once. Creak, creak, pause. You hear it as if you're there, as if you're sitting right outside Rowan's shop, wrapped in a shawl, feeling the earth beneath you, the stone path, the faint scent of wax and wood smoke drifting under the stars. He imagines his clocks, not just measuring time but catching dreams. That's why he built the night dial on the dreaming clock. When its hand reaches the crescent moon symbol, Rowan closes his eyes and imagines that every sleeper in the village is being carried gently toward their dreams. Maybe you are, too. He rises once more and lifts a small glass vial from his shelf. Inside, dried blue lavender and chamomile, crumbled and ready. He sprinkles a pinch near the candle flame. The herbs release their sleepy scent, curling into the air like a secret. A medieval tradition used by apothecaries to calm the nerves before rest. Let your own breath welcome that fragrance now. Inhale through your nose. Let it fill your lungs with ease, and exhale gently through your lips. Lavender, warm wax, cool air. This is how night speaks to the body, softly, slowly, without words. As the candle melts further, Rowan adjusts the gear train once more. His fingers are calm now, even slower than before. This isn't work, it's ceremony. With each click and tick, he guides time gently forward, not rushing it, not holding it back, just letting it flow like a quiet stream. You might imagine yourself walking beside that stream, bare feet in soft grass, the water singing beside you, twilight mist settling on your shoulders. Each tick of the clock becomes a step on that soft path, closer to sleep, closer to dreams. Rowan hums again, a different tune this time. Something old, something without a name, like a melody passed from one candlelit soul to another. The hum rises, dips, trails off like smoke, and you follow. You let your mind soften to its rhythm, not trying to remember, not needing to think, just drifting. Let go. Let your thoughts slide like oil across brass. No need to hold anything anymore. He picks up an old pocket watch from a velvet cloth. Its silver casing shines in the candlelight, worn smooth by years of holding. He opens it. Inside, a second hand circles slowly. This watch belonged to his father, a clockmaker before him, passed down like a lullaby, and now its soft, ticking heart becomes the heartbeat of the story. Let that sound echo in your chest, in your wrists, in your spine. Not loudly, just enough to remind you that you're being carried, gently. Moment to moment, Rowan closes the watch and places it beside the candle. He dims the second lantern. And now, The shadows grow longer, deeper, but not darker. This darkness isn't fear. It's velvet. It's comfort. It's the sky pulling you into itself. You may feel your eyelids grow heavy now. That's okay. That's time's hand, resting over your brow, telling you, you've done enough. You are enough. It's time to rest. And with those words, Rohan sits quietly in his chair again. He doesn't move now. He doesn't hum. He simply breathes and waits with you, in silence, in glow, in calm. You and him, in the candle hour. The candle now leans inward. It has burned low, almost reverently, pooling golden wax at its base, like honey spilled slowly over stone. Rohan watches without urgency. He loves this part, the waning of the candle, the softest part of the night. The air is thicker now, in the coziest way. Every breath carries the warmth of the flame and the hush of old wood. The shop is a cocoon. Time doesn't tick here, it sighs. Let yourself feel that, too. You're cocooned. The world is smaller now, but safer. You don't need to be anywhere else. He lifts a book from the shelf. Its leather cover is worn, creased with the soft cracks of age. Inside, drawings of clock faces, candle timers, water clocks, and star charts. He turns the pages slowly, each page a soft wave on a still lake. These are his quiet companions. Some pages he's read 100 times, others only once. One page shows a medieval invention, the nocturnal, a device used by sailors to tell time at night using stars. Imagine holding that disc now, cool brass against your fingertips, aligning the North Star with a marked arm, and watching the heavens give you time. No numbers, no pressure, just constellations, turning with the earth. He sets the book aside. Outside, the wind hushes. Even the trees seem to still their breath. The candle gives a final sputter of light and then steadies, not going out, just pausing. Even flames need to rest. Rowan rises and lights a final Tipura beeswax candle, shorter than the rest, laced with clove and cedar. Its scent drapes over the room like a thick blanket. He sets it beside the pocket watch and the dreaming clock. 3 lights now. One soft, one steady, one flickering like a heartbeat. They glow in rhythm, casting dancing shadows onto the gears and shelves, and each glow speaks to you. They tell your thoughts. They tell your muscles, let go. They tell your chest, breathe deeper now. He returns to his chair and leans back. His eyes, like yours, grow heavier now. And that's all right. You've traveled through time tonight. Not with speed, but with stillness. And stillness is where the deepest dreams live. The bell tower in the distance chimes once, not loudly, just enough. A low hum that carries over the rooftops, touching window panes, ruffling blankets, nudging cats from their curled sleep. It echoes into the shop. Rowan smiles, knowing it's time. The candle hour is nearly done. You may notice your body feels softer now. Maybe your fingers are curled just a little. Maybe your jaw has loosened. Maybe your eyelids have grown too heavy to lift. That's okay. That's the work of the candles. That's the hum of the dreaming clock. That's time, folding around you like linen sheets. He leans over the dreaming clock, adjusts the dial to the final marker, a tiny carving of a crescent moon. Click! The clock gives a soft whir, a winding breath, and then it stops. No more ticking, only stillness. And in that stillness, your mind can float. Let yourself drift now. Down a winding stone path, through soft lamplight, past a quiet fountain, to a place where time isn't counted, only felt. where clocks dream, and candlelight waits like an old friend. Rohan rests back in his chair. His head leans slightly to the side. The last candle glows on, until it, too, begins to lower. Its flame dances once, then bows. But it doesn't leave. It simply joins the darkness, becoming part of the dream. There is nothing more to do. You've heard the clocks, you've smelled the wax, you've walked the time path, and now you rest. Let go. Let the tick become a breath. Let the wax become your warmth. Let the flame become your dream. You are held in the candle hour. You are deeply, deeply safe. Outside, the village clock tower gives its final chime of the night. Just one note. Low, slow, like a lullaby hummed into the folds of a blanket. It drifts over rooftops, touches chimney smoke, rustles ivy on stone walls, and glides gently through the narrow streets. It reaches the shop. It brushes Rowan's shoulder. It brushes yours, too. The sound settles into your chest, like a feather landing, then staying. Rohan doesn't speak anymore. He's not asleep. Not quite, but very close. He's sitting there, in the candlelit hush, letting the silence finish his work. Silence does more than sound. It holds, it soothes, it carries you where words cannot. And in this moment, silence holds you, too. The flame of the last candle is very small now. It shivers occasionally, casting brief flutters on the walls like wings. Rohan watches it without worry. He's seen many candles reach this point. It's not an end. It's a beginning of rest. A taper's final breath, dozen tea, mark the hour's death, welcomes the peace that follows. And so your body does the same now. Your thoughts melt, like wax, in gentle surrender. No effort, no push, just gravity, just ease. Rowan's breathing is slow now. You can hear it if you listen. A gentle in and out. It matches yours, or maybe yours matches his. It doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is the rhythm. And the rhythm is slow. And the rhythm is soft, like waves, like pendulums, like a dream sliding beneath your feet. In the shadows, the pocket watch gives one final tick. Then it too is still. And you can feel it. That perfect hush. A silence so complete it becomes its own music. And in that music, your mind drifts far away. Through corridors of sleep. Through memories you haven't yet made. You might picture a room now, high in a tower, with stone walls and arched windows. There's a bed, soft and wide, beside a long burning candle. And outside, the stars watch over you like old friends. You climb into that bed. You lay back. You close your eyes. The pillow cradles your head. The air smells of lavender and wax. And the only sound is the faint ticking of your own dreaming clock, counting down not to morning, but to dreams. And back in the shop, the candle finally gives a soft, final hiss. The wick curls in on itself, becoming smoke, and still the room glows, because the warmth is no longer from the flame, it's from you. You've taken the light within. You carry it now into your rest. Rowan exhales and leans into his chair. His body sinks deeper. Maybe he dreams of candle towers. Maybe he dreams of time turning in soft spirals. Or maybe he dreams of you, a traveler passing by his window, wrapped in the night, following the trail of soft clocks and steady breath. And now, you don't need to think anymore. Let go of the edges of thought. Let them soften. Let them melt like wax around a flame. You are not solving anything tonight. You are not working. You are not waiting. You are resting. You are safe. You are wrapped in the rhythm of clocks and the hush of candles, and you are welcome here. You are home.